And now let's lifting the right leg up, opening hips, and between the hands, YoGa. Hands behind the head. And now let's bring the right elbow toward the right knee. Let's coming back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Back into the YoGa. Straighten the front leg, and we're gonna join the Trikonasana now. Taking time to settle into the right hip joint. As well, too, a block is always a good option. I know for me, someday it works better with being supported, and it's perfect. Just make sure you're taking time to press into the back foot with the inner arch being lifted. It's having that weight bearing doing its job and aligning the ankle, the knee, and the hip properly. Chest is revolved, and 2 more breaths. And now let's square the shoulders and let's fold in with the right. Let's bring the arms back and palms onto the floor, only if it works for you. If it's not, let's bring the arms on either side of the front foot. Two more breaths. And now as you bring the gaze forwards and bending the front knee, shoulder the stance, left hand, left hip. And now right hand forward for the Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon. Lifting the leg. If you're stable, lifting the arm up. If you want, the shoulder can is always an option too as well, as we have done a nice series of movement for that kind of motion. And now let's release it. Taking time to square the hips and the pelvis before to release the left leg. A bit more than hip apart, maybe 1 foot apart. Deep, deep flexions, heels onto the mat. And now let's bring the arms back onto the fingertips. Good. If you want the full movement, hands up next to the feet. Titibasana. You straighten the legs out to the side. And now let's coming back half a left. And exhale, let's fold. Reverse one leg. Inhale. And now the hands toward the heart. Let's centering the energies. Back into chair pose. And exhale, let's fold. Half a left. Plank. Shuddering. Upward facing dog, cobra. And the downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up, opening hips. And forwards between the hands for the YoGa. Interlacing hands behind the head. And now let's bring the left elbow toward the left. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Good work. Back into the YoGa. Straighten the front leg and the Trikonasana. Taking time to extend and settle into that hip joint and extending again a bit more the trunk. And after that, you only have to keeping the shoulders square. Gaze can get the floor, head on up. Oh, what a beautiful movement. Still holding the head, aligned with the spine. And now let's squaring the shoulders and let's bring the arms back onto the palms or only of the one variation which has been done for you. Doing the same thing. Maintain side stretch out, but with the right hip open externally. Oh, and now let's bring the gaze forward. Hands forward, shoulder distance. Left hand forward, right hand at the hip. The left hand is aligned with the pinky toe and enough forward to have a long spine as well too. Maybe I know some likes to be supported with the block or playing, taking time. It's your practice, or just sure you can if you have done this movement into the other one side. If you are into the show, you can. Straighten the legs. Taking time to squat the pelvis and back at the front of the mat. Half a left. And now let's widen the legs and let's wing the low squat. Malasana. Inhale, let's raising the arms up. And now forwards and out to the side. Palms touch again, maybe using the elbows. That's doing an adaptation of your movement. And now let's raising the arm and forwards and now out to the side. Underneath of the shoulders, bum up to the floor now and hands behind the thigh. We're gonna rocking 3 times. Not just backwards and forwards. And the third one time, plow hands at the low back. Keeping the neck long and let's make sure you're not twisting, looking towards sideways. Chin is toward the chest. It's a lock. What a beautiful movement. And now let's lifting the legs, shoulders in. Shuffling the Shima movement. Pelvis a bit higher, maybe hiding the elbows a bit more. Right foot, left thigh, half plow. Let's lifting, and now left foot, right thigh, and half plow. And now let's go back. Back into plow. Bending knees. Palms down, and now let's coming back vertebrae by vertebrae. Into prone, into corpse, palms down, and now elbow, let's slightly bending elbows and thumbs toward the hips, fish pose. As you lift the shoulders, you're gonna bring the crown of the head into the mat. Now let's, if you want, let's lifting the legs, touch, and let's bring the palms touch over the belly, over the navel. And now let's release it. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, lifting the legs, lifting the head, neck, elbow, and arms and shoulders. And now let's coming into high boat at the front of the mat. Two more breaths. And now the low squat at the front of the mat. Maybe opening mouth and again. And now let's coming back, lifting heel toes, heel toes. Half a left. And exhale, let's fold. Reverse one dive, inhale. Interlacing fingers, side bend toward the right. And now as you come back, blade of the shoulders back and no arms aligned with your ears. Right leg back into the warrior three. Right leg back 1.5 or 2 feet back. And now let's weight of the body into the left for the warrior three. Hip square. Fingertips into the mat, still keeping the right leg lifted. And now left arm out and up. And now let's go in hips and shoulders. Release it. Reverse one dive. Inhale. Interlacing fingers, side bend toward the left. And now as you come back, taking time to bring the blades of the shoulders lower. Left leg back into the ball. Now slowly weight of the body into the right. The Virabhadrasana. Airplane. And now let's bring the fingertips into the mat. Right arm out and up. Squaring hips and shoulders. And now let's release it. Half a left. Exhale, let's fold in. And now the chair pose with Utkatasana. Hands and toes behind the head. And now as you forward fold, forehead toward the knees. 3 times. 3. Half a left. 2. Half a left. And the last one. And now let's come back. Half a left. Back into downward facing dog. Right leg up and back. Opening hips. And now the pigeon. Right shin onto the floor with the knee and straighten the back leg. You can be taking a breath with the arms behind and above the spine, feeling a nice back bend, or with the arms up. And now let's join the pigeon onto the floor. This movement, it's not trying to strengthen the muscles, or it's time really to let go, to learn to use the earth and each point of contact being heavier. And now let's lifting gaze. Let's coming back, sinking into the right side as we bring the left leg extended forward. And now let's bring the right foot into the mat, knee up. And let's doing bow inside of the knee bend. If you want, let's doing the bend angle. Let's grabbing at the lower back. Now let's fold. Marichi movement. And now as you're lifting, let's bring the right leg cross over the left. Right hand, right hip, left arm up. And now let's twist into the right. Taking time to elongate the spine as much as you can. Knee up, foot into the mat, hips square. There is maybe a gentle movement of 5 degrees at toward the pelvis. Isn't it a beautiful movement? Squaring hips and shoulders, and let's coming back into the downward facing dog. Awesome, good work. High plank, slowly juggling. Upward facing dog, cobra. And now the downward facing dog. Left leg up, opening hips. And now the pigeon. Half pigeon first, with the variation of the same thing which has been done toward the other ones. And now it's sweeping. Here it's important to respect the knee by adjusting the ankle as the hip is asking a bit more. It's pain-free. And now let's lifting the gaze, and as you bring the right leg forward, let's now bending the left foot into the mat, knee up as you bow. Let's now join the bend, angle, and what a beautiful movement. Again for the blade of the shoulders and the neck and the spine. And now let's bring it back. Let's bring that leg over the extended leg, left hand, left hip, right arm up. Now let's twist it toward the right. Let's make sure both sitting bones are into the floor. And now let's square hips and shoulders. Side folds, that's smiling. And now let's widen the legs. Upadishtapanasana. Wide angle. Inhale, let's raising arms and lengthening, and as you extend, hinging. There is always variation where we can do, but time is flowing. Staying low and moving over the left, sending the breath into that open side. Quite a good movement. On the attachment of the pelvis and the ribcage lengthening. And now let's moving toward the right. And now let's coming back toward the center. Hands at the hips, and now let's lifting gaze and let's coming back. Let's wing the bell angle, few breaths, sole of the feet together, face underneath of the shoulders, and shifting the pelvis up. Good, nice. Let's bring the elbows into the thighs and thighs into the elbows, and taking care of the tiny bones at the toes. And now release it, and let's bring it down. Gaze downwards, and now let's come back. Straighten the legs, hands underneath of the shoulders, and inclining plank or reversible chop, bending the knees, and as you're lifting hips, let's bring the toes toward the floor. And now let's rise it. Inhale, let's release. And exhale, let's fold. Gaze forwards, and now let's lift. It's quite a beautiful movement, this Paschimottanasana. You're going to go onto the mat, bending the right, hands behind the thigh, lay down. Another bridge pose. Maybe touching the heels with the fingertips. Arms on either side of the body, palms down, and now let's pressing into the feet, and as you lift the hips. Feeling the thighs being rolling inward, not outward. Like if you were holding a block between the thighs. And now mid back and lower back into the mat. Knees toward the chest, Uttanasana movement. Straighten the left leg, lifting the right leg up, grabbing the big toe. And now the right leg out to the side, left hand at the hip. Let's press in, and let's make sure you're not revolving. And now let's go back. Grabbing the outside of the foot and right arm out while bending the knee. Let's twisting toward the left, gaze toward the right. And now let's bending the knee. Let's coming back. A quick eye of the needle, grabbing the back of the left thigh. Left leg up. Releasing the grip, and now let's release it. Right leg onto the mat, and now let's grabbing the big toe of the left, and pulling. And now the left leg out to the side. Right hand, right hip, maybe. Let's make sure you not revolve. Twisting. And now as you come back, right hand outside of the left foot and left arm out, and just twisting. Gaze toward the left. And now let's eye of the needle. A quick one. And now release it. Corpse pose, arms on either side of the body, shoulders away of your ears.